Hey there, and welcome to another Musician React on the Dave Does channel. Today we are checking out some Mushroomhead, and the song is a Requiem for Tomorrow. It's a hell of a long song though, 12 minutes and 15 seconds. I know people are going to say, oh, no, it's not a long song, a 30-minute song's a long song. But when you're reacting to normally 3-4 minute songs, 12 minutes is quite a long time to have. But it should be interesting then, so I'm expecting more from it for it to be that long. And will it keep my attention the whole way? That's the key part. As always, if you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. If you want to support the channel, there's a couple of ways you can do that. We've got the Patreon, a great way of supporting the channel from as little as only £1 a month, and every single Patreon really does matter to me on the channel. We also have the bandcamp for the collaboration music, for things like the Alip Ba Ta collaborations, the original songs for the Project 42. All can be purchased via Bandcamp. Details are in the description down below, and everything you basically purchase from those sort of channels, etc., really does help this channel out immensely. But let's go check out some Mushroomhead. I've really enjoyed all the reactions I have so far done to Mushroomhead, so I'm hoping this one's going to be cool. There's no pausing during any of the way through the video, so you get to do it from start to finish. Very little talking. I tried to share thoughts and videos at the end. I'll look at the lyrics at the end, not during, because I like to see if the video is going to tell me the story, and then we'll look at the lyrics afterwards. So let's get into this. Mushroomhead and a Requiem for Tomorrow. Count it in. Let's find the play button. That always helps. 3, 2, 1, go! I need my coffee. I do like all the Mushroomhead masks and stuff in the background, that's cool. Cleveland Chamber Choir. Sounds great. They sound really cool. Okay. That was cool. Nice storytelling so far. think the mouth's all like green screened, maybe. That. don't think that was practical effects. Interesting. Good use of practical effects there. That's cool. So definitely doing a lot of summoning. Weird change. It's cool. I like the track so far. But it is a bit of a janky change from that choir bass to the metal side.
Decay, a requiem for tomorrow, for rebels yesterday, self-imposed denial, entwined in blind naivety.
Nice new
Your mind's confined by deities, accelerate demise emotion, devastate all that you know. Dismantle, deconstruct the weak upon decay.
Okay, there we go, Mushroomhead and a Requiem for Tomorrow. Okay, it's a pretty good track. It's not as catchy as it doesn't have as many hooky elements as some of the other Mushroomhead songs I've heard, so not as instantly kind of. I guess doesn't sink into your head as much as some of the other ones I've heard, but overall good track. I like both elements from the heavy side of the song and also from the choir side of the Latin choir singing. The two parts going together though, the transitions went from the second time it comes back in and then goes back to heavy, or goes from heavy to that, then back to heavy again. I don't get the transitions very well. They don't seem to naturally flow. It's either one or the other. And I think it's probably one of those songs where if you listen to it a few more times, it will probably just kind of settle in. You'll get to it. It's because a lot of the times when you get bands that do like this or the choir or orchestral bits and then go into a heavy stuff, they kind of fade the heavy in. And this one, it was just either you're in the choir and then suddenly, bam, you're into the heavy stuff. And there's no transition. There's nothing left of the choir when you go into the heavy. And there's no heavy in the choir. There's no kind of fade between the two. Obviously, we saw quite a lot in 2020 that bands, when they were recording music videos, had to do it all individual members of the bands recorded and then just cut from each one's. Less so in 2021. A lot more bands were able to do videos where the whole band was in the same shot at the same time. But according to the blurb underneath the video, they obviously had to record it the same way as they did in 2020. So individual members of the band. I was kind of waiting to see if Jackie was going to come make an appearance on vocals on there, because I do like it when Jackie's vocals kick in on Mushroomhead songs. They sound cool. She really nicely balances and rounds out the overall feel of a song. But apart from that, it still worked fine. I was trying, obviously it seemed to be about, there was a crypt, it had the Mushroomhead masks in it, and bringing something out the ground. Now this could be referring to multiple different things. Obviously we talk about anything where you're bringing things out of the ground, it tends to be evil. Bringing from above tends to be good. So we're talking about something on the dark side coming out, being brought out of the ground. Could these be new members that they're referring to? Changes in band members, because Mushroomhead do tend to have transitions of people leaving, people coming. The Latin in a song translates to Lamb of God that takes away the sins of the world, grant them eternal rest, which is Agnus Dei Quitolis peccata mundi don eas requiem. There you go. Let's have a look at the lyrics though. So entwined in bind. Okay, let's try that again. Entwined in bind naivety, your minds confined by deities, accelerate demise in motion, devastate all that you've known. Okay. Entwined in blind naivety, so yeah, going blindly into it, we're naive, we're not looking at the bigger picture. Your mind's confined by deities, so you're basically believing what you're being told. Accelerate demise in motion. So demise in motion, so by the movement things are basically getting faster, you're slowly demising, you're slowly dying through the motion that we're creating. Devastate all that you've known. Well, that could be the world itself around, it can be yourself, that could refer to multiple things. Decay, a requiem for tomorrow, forever's yesterday, self-imposed denial. Self-imposed denial, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of people that, well, to them they don't feel denial. To them they just think they know what the fact is. And I would say the same for myself. And there'll be people that'll watch these videos and go, I'm in denial, I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. And that's, again, it's just a self-perspective point of view of whatever it is you might be thinking. So it's difficult because everyone's personal viewpoints are personal. And they believe it's true. Like a good example of this is actually it's a conversation I had with my mother, and we were talking about religion. This was a few years back now, and my mother is religious. I'm not religious, but I was brought up in a Christian faith. I know I don't believe in it, but it was something I was brought up with. I moved away from it, and I realised it wasn't for me. But we talked about it, and I said, she said, God is the truth. And I went, no, you believe in God, it's your belief. She went, no, it's the truth. And I said, well, it's not the truth because you've got no facts, you've got no proof. I don't need proof because I know it's the truth. And I said, but you can't say that because you can't prove it. All you can say is it's your belief and you believe it to be true. She went, no, it is the truth. And that's where you get this blind naivety, in my opinion, where you can have faith, you can have beliefs, but you can't say something is the truth if you can't back it up, I guess. It's like saying someone's like the greatest song in the world. Or you get the usual debate of Mushroomhead versus Slipknot. Mushroomhead is better than Slipknot. Well, that's subjective. It's completely down to it. Slipknot's better than Mushroomhead. I couldn't really tell you which one. It really varies. There are some Mushroomhead songs are better than Slipknot. Some Slipknot head songs are better than Mushroomheads. I kind of judge bands on individual songs, to be honest, rather than bands as a whole. And whether I like the song, and it's not whether the song's good or not. So like this song here, it's a well structured song. It's got some nice elements to it. It's not a personal favourite of mine because it's not as hooky and catchy. It hasn't kind of grabbed me by the balls straight from the day one. But there are other ones out there that do that with me, and I think if I listen to this maybe a couple more times, it would probably do that. Although I'm wondering if the album version is a lot shorter and this was extended out to make the choir elements much more. Because I think there's that core element of the rock song, and then there probably may have been a small intro to the choiral bit, maybe. Don't know. It was very interesting though. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I've had a bit of a rambling one there today, but I'd love to know what you think in the comments down below. Now, as always, if you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. If you want to support the channel, we've got the Patreon, and of course we've got the bandcamp as well, and the details of all of the ways to support the channel in the description down below. Remember, always be yourself. Unless you can be Batman, then of course be Batman. Take care.